EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All day, dog. Rock it. 55. Smooth. 55. 65.
Flacco. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but now it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
You're over here. You're over here. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Flacco. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Second-year punter Colby Wadman out there now for the Broncos. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready, ready. Hey, stand up. Fire.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, Tennessee.
Set up. 60 outlaw. Cut. What? Squeeze.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. Muscling free near the 40. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that.
Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to go down again. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
Check nickel.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them to no game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill over the middle. That's caught by Taylor. Touchdown, Titans. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made by
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Focus, defense, focus.
Here's Flacco. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Tannehill. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Double dog, that's the way. Hey, Delta. 51 to Mike, boys, 51.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. And it's caught on the right side, it's Smith. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now Third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And it's third down.
Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. There.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Pass caught by A.J. Brown, and that's his first NFL catch. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, lock it.
Now Lewis here on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Let's go.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Tannehill. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This is taken around the 12. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Well, later tonight, we have more football, Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, Echo.
Flacco from the gun. And he's got Hireman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 'scrimmage. 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 'scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now Flacco. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Flacco. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he'll go down at the 28. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Let's go. Shit. Go. 4-7's the mic. Watch him, let's go.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Set. 30 base. Bang it.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's get the ball. 5. 54.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On second down, it's Lindsay. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Behind that, ready! 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the slant.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Operating off play action. Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 54, Mike, 54.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Got him in. He finds Sanders. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by McManus is good. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check out 3. Check. Hey, exit.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready? Mike 34, Mike 34. Good track, good track. Topper! Leo! Now! Motion out of the backfield. Now!
Second half begins with a run by Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A good pickup there at 22.
A gain of 22 yards.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch.
Henry running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there. And
touchdown, Titans! Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Monday. Check. General West.
First and 10 here for Flacco. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Some runs are blocked so well,
you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Another run by Lindsey. It's a room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it. 51, 51. All right, T, let's go. All right, T, you go tight. You got tight. You draw Corker. Hey, Haywood. 51. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Kill. Roger, 5-0.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him, and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Swing.
From the gun, Flacco. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 25, check 25, check 20. One day. Hatchet.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Ready up. Fight 51. Mike 51. Pilot 64. Win. Check 43. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 9. Get it.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 5-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get ready. Switch.
From his goal line here, Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Taylor. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Derrick Henry. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your phone.
Derrick Henry all alone, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Flacco. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Cameron Wake has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. 3rd down, Flacco from the gun. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 4. Snap.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Again, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
X3, 218, chopper. Check, lucky.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 38-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock. Now let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. We own them.
Tannehill now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. How about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now Tannehill. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try